Hey everyone, welcome back to Next Scene. Today, we're diving into one of the scariest and most popular horror franchises of all time, the Conjuring Universe. It all began in 2013 with The Conjuring, and now, with The Conjuring 4, Last Rites, 2025, we're reaching what seems to be the final chapter of this terrifying saga. In this video, we're going to break down every film from the main trilogy to the spin-offs, compare their strengths and weaknesses, and finally, rank them from best to worst. But here's the big question. Which film is truly the scariest? Which spin-offs actually worked and which ones failed? And did Last Rites manage to deliver a worthy ending to the franchise? Stay with me as we find out. Part 1, The Beginning of a Legend, The Conjuring, 2013. Directed by James Wan. Tells the story of the Perron family, haunted in their old farmhouse by a demonic presence. Classic horror atmosphere, darkness, sudden noises, genuine terror without relying too heavily on CGI. Introduced Ed and Lorraine Warren, Patrick Wilson, and Vera Farmiga, the emotional heart of the franchise. Why was it so successful? Because its scares felt real and close to human experience. Many still consider this the most authentic and terrifying entry in the entire series. Part 2. Expanding the Fear. The Conjuring 22016. Based on the famous Enfield poltergeist case in London, introduced iconic figures Valak, the Nun, and the Crooked Man. What made it stand out, not just the horror, but also the emotional depth, Lorraine's connection with families, and the theme of faith versus evil. Many fans consider this the best film in the series, scary and emotionally powerful. Part 3. A New Direction. The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, 2021. Inspired by the real case of Arne Johnson, the first U.S. court trial where a murderer claimed demonic possession. Played out more like a supernatural crime thriller than a classic haunted house story. Less horror, more suspense. Reviews were mixed. Some praised the change of pace, while others said it betrayed the original Conjuring formula. Part 4. A Dark Finale. The Conjuring 4, Last Rites, 2025. Ed and Lorraine face the darkest entity they've ever encountered. Central theme: faith versus despair. Fewer cheap jump scares, instead, it relies on psychological horror and atmosphere. The final scene: Lorraine performing the Last Rites, terrifying and emotional at the same time. Feels like a fitting epic conclusion to the franchise. The spin-offs. Annabelle Trilogy. Annabelle, 2014. The weakest, predictable, and cliché. Annabelle, Creation, 2017. One of the best spin-offs, genuinely scary and well-received. Annabelle Comes Home, 2019. A monster, mash fun, entertaining, but not very serious. The Nun Movies. The Nun, 2018. Huge box office hit, but weak storytelling. The Nun 2, 2023. An improvement, scarier, and Valak remained a fan favorite. The Curse of La Llorona, 2019. Widely considered the weakest film in the universe. Very loose connection to the Conjuring series. What after so? Ranking. Scariest film, The Conjuring, 2013. Most emotional and powerful story, The Conjuring 2. Different but less scary, The Conjuring 3. Darkest and heaviest, The Conjuring 4, Last Rites. Best spin-off, Annabelle Creation. Weakest overall, The Curse of La Llorona. Final thoughts. Overall, The Conjuring Universe proved that classic horror built on atmosphere, suspense, and believability still works. Through every film, one thing remained constant: Ed and Lorraine Warren, the beating heart of this franchise. Now it's your turn. Which Conjuring film do you think is the scariest? The first one, the second one, or the final chapter, Last Rites? And which spin-off was actually worth watching? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss future videos. Stay scary, and I'll see you in the next one.